10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Come on.
Dire team pick.
Much more.
10 seconds remaining.
You are playing up against Excalibur. I
5
think that
seconds remaining.
it's been banned against him, but it's usually like a 4th or 5th ban, like one of those later bans.
Team Secret's
Usually I'd be a little
turn
bit
to
more scared
pick.
of, a Slardar or like a Luna Shadow Demon type of opening. Who knows? But sure, it's there. You're up against Excalibur, so I guess it makes some sense to some extent. What I want to see from Horde is kind of the Naga Siren kind of
10
screwed them in that
seconds
game.
remaining.
Not because Naga Siren played poorly. I don't even think it was a bad pick, but I
5
think like
seconds remaining.
they had Naga Siren, they kind of put the brakes on as far as their gank play was concerned. They're like, okay, well, we don't have to
Team
really go
Secret's
super aggressive for
turn to
kills.
pick.
We just have to buy some space for the Naga Siren. And then they didn't go for kills, and then the enemies got kills instead, and then your Naga Siren just always got picked off. I think just having that in the back of their mind may have messed with them just a little bit too much. If they go for a more
10
all-in
seconds
type of
remaining.
strategy where they get kills, snowball that, and try to win off of that, they'll
5
be a little bit more
seconds
consistent
remaining.
in how they're actually coordinating their fights.
Reserve time.
Shadow Fiend.
Dire
Ooh.
team pick.
Double Shadow Heroes lose. hmm
10
I would like
seconds
to-
remaining.
You just need
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
It was that and the magic resistance spawning in the jungle, so it made like raising down camps a lot more difficult. It was a whole bunch of things really, but I think we could point at those two as just some things that had the Shadow Fiend go away for a little while. I do think that this patch is pretty good for him, just like overall game plan wise. Usually teams want to hit this like nice mid game type timing. So we see a lot of heroes like the ones we're seeing banned out right now, Ember Spirit, Lone Druid, like these heroes that do hit critical mass in the mid game and they just get so much stronger than their opposition. Then they just push and kind of just dominate the map with it. Shadow Fiend is one of those heroes. Luna usually is one of those heroes as well, but Horde are going to kind of deny Luna away from Team Secret and grab it for themselves.
to
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Usually it's just going to be the hero unless you want to kind of go for like a dazzle type hero.
Dire team
Just
ban.
kind of pile on the extra damage. You do want to have a frontliner if possible because your Shadow Fiend does not want to be in the front. But you already have the Shadow Fiend, Shadow Demon, so you have that defensive aspect already. I don't really think they need to pile on that much more to really enable this Shadow
10
Fiend. I think
seconds
they should just
remaining.
mostly be worried about how do we deal with the Slardar, how do we deal with this
5
Luna,
seconds
because, well,
remaining.
I mean, these heroes from Secret are Shadow Demon's okay at dealing with both of them, but it is only kind of slow them down
Team
technique and not as much a
Secret's
stop
turn to ban.
technique for them. I want to see them pick up a Shadow Demon combo and try to just really apply that kill pressure, get that disruption to set up for something.
Ten seconds remaining.
He's the guy that
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
doesn't know the trend. Luna,
Mm-hmm.
so
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Secret's turn to pick.
I mean, what kind of horde would they be if they didn't have an ogre on their in their draft, right? That just doesn't make any sense. You need to have the
10
ogre.
seconds remaining.
Lore, we did.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Are those actually? Oh, those were torn. I don't think they're torn anymore, or even anything similar. They're cow-like. It's close enough. Close enough. Spirit Breaker, I guess, is one as well. But yeah, for the Horde side, they take out the Mirana, they take out the Darkseer. I think Darkseer mostly just for the reasons of Darkseer. Whoa, okay, Earthshaker with Team
Dire
Secret. I mean,
team
yeah, take out the Mirana protects you against the Shadow Demon Mirana combo, and that's perfectly reasonable. But Team Secret now have a lot of setup. Earthshaker does really well with Shadow Fiend just because you can usually set up with Fissure into 2 raises. That's pretty easy.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Lion.
look like a fool.
Team Secret's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5
Omni-Knight.
Dire team pick.
Yeah.
I like
Templar Assassin. Team Secret's turn to ban.
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Now, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Lion pick. Like already Lion is a really clunky hero. He's slow, needs to get into a good position. You're up against Earthshaker, so already you're gonna have to deal with wandering through fissures, so your kind of disable combo is
5
a very
seconds
low
remaining.
chance of landing properly. And you're up against Shadow Demon as well, so it's like, Hex into
Reserve
Disruption,
time.
and then you're kind of just wasting a lot of that stun duration on nothing. And now with an Omni Knight, it gets even worse. Like you can't really perform those stun combos if you're Lion. If you're Slaughter and trying to blink in, it's just so difficult because you may blink in, but that target who you're going for is going to get help. Like everyone pretty much on Team Secret can help each other. Maybe Shadow Fiend is the exception to that. But this is going to make it so that Horde work so hard for initiation and then don't even get their kills. They do have a lot of kind of brute force damage. They can kill Roche very quickly. They can bring down towers. And that's very easy for them. And Team Secret, yeah, maybe a little bit damage light unless Shadow Fiend gets nuts out of control. But They just need a decent carry hero for MP, and then pretty much all those problems are solved. Oh yeah. Feels bad.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Abyssal Underlord!
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Slark!
I demand my credit. I mean, it's just like you get the damage over time, kind of from the pact. Just burn through refraction immediately. Horde already will have some issues trapping down these heroes, and now you have to spend even more time trying to peg down a Slark. So yeah, El Slark. That is the stuff of nightmares right there. I like where Team Secret have just. They have so many defensive options and a lot of damage with their cores if they're protected well. For Horde, they kind of just have to group up and kind of just smork the enemy towers. Just go in and try to go hard. But if you don't get initiation off, if you don't get a fast blink dagger on one of these heroes, or if you don't catch someone random in the Pit of Malice, then pushing the Team Secret base is going to be incredibly difficult.
Look to be easy. There is. We could see on your.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could pause here. Apparently you can.
Version 7.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Version 7. New technology. Pause during the drop. Alright, so they left us hanging. It's season break show on Team Secret. Some people are calling for Puppy Omni Knight, but I think it's more Keizu Omni Knight. And a Puppy Shaker, possibly a 1-2 again. Underlord is pretty easy to bully with a Shadow Demon slot. Maybe they put Shaker there, they could get a kill on Underlord. He is a hero that can be punished at level 1.
Yeah, Underlord, with the amount of stun duration and setup they actually have on the Team Secret side, it is very possible, and it is going to be Keizu Omni Knight, the Puppy Shaker. He has no ability. He has a good amount of regeneration, though, so he is going to be kind of ready for this, although I think Ake spotted him one more time. Seems like maybe. But probably not long enough to see any Observer Sentry status, so he may waste an Observer here, or Sentry. There are no Sentries here, so they're not wasting anything. Alright, well, Underlord's still going to go towards that bottom lane, and if they just keep applying the pressure here, if Pylai Dai does not leave the side of MP, then Underlord, yeah, he can take a couple hits, but he will not be able to take all the hits, especially once Shaker rotates in.
Alright, I already feel bad for Lion. I feel like he's going to melting a lot. Slot's going to bully him. There's nothing his team can do about it. Calling it. Aki dies at least 5 times this.
Yeah, Earthshaker is just really good against Lion. Just because
Lion is a hero that's good on paper. It's like, oh cool, we got 2 turns, we got a nice burst, but he has to be the guy, that initiative, because if he gets jumped, he's
And like Earthshaker Lion are actually kind of similar in how kind of slow and clunky they are. You have to be in a good position. You're really slow and you're usually really poor, so it's hard to get into those good positions. The difference is that Shaker just has more range. So he can throw out his fissure and have a little bit more leeway, whereas for Lion, you can't just throw out your spells and be okay with that. You have to kind of get close and micromanage your spells a little bit more. So that's really where the difference comes in now. We see Pablo looking for something cheesy, but
nah.
Sees him.
He's not gonna allowing any of that, but Pablo comes in, so yeah, I didn't really realize because they have this means they will have a support StarLadder. They'll be running around with boots. Really gotta make some things happen there because it's very, very greedy and risky style of play. Excalibur could get blocked out here if he's not careful. Puppy throws it out. Hello, there's real burst damage from mid one to
bottom.
Kill him off right now. Bottom, what's up?
They missed their pounds, but we can already see E-Skill getting messed up in this lane.
Very interesting to see the poison being skilled up again.
Is KZ dead?
Some shadow demons. Yeah, another beam. There's no beam. So, yeah, there are some shadow demons that actually skip poison altogether now and max out the soul catcher with the how strong. But Pablo is just going for courier snipe, and we'll see if Secret fall for this. Will the donkey get beaten up by the? Oh, I think it will. Oh, no, sir. Puppy calls it. He pings it. No, siree, Pablo.
Bottle secured. Yeah, I mean the call of whether you want
Puppy. Come, Puppy's too seasoned for that.
Yeah,
Cheap
Puppy's been
trick.
around.
Yeah, cheap trick work for this guy. And yeah, we talk about E-Skill getting hammered in this lane, and he's still level 1. Really wants to get that trophy aura up there. But the Firestorm was picked up first to mess up Creep Equilibrium. Should be able to get that now. Keizu already level 3. Give some contra situation is.
E-Skill's actually pretty lucky that he hasn't died yet. If MP hit the first pounce, then I'm pretty sure they would have been able to take him down just with right clicks and whatnot. He at least has a magic stick now, so the shadow poison spam is going to be biting Pi in the ass just a little bit, but he's not really going to be able to contest the Slark. He can stick around and get experience for himself, but once MP gets level 3, level 4, then the Underlord's time gets significantly worse. And not to mention the fact that we still have Puppy to think about, who's trying to pull Wolves to the tower. Can you even do that? I don't think you can. I think he's just slowly farming it up because he has no mana. Looks like you can bring him to the tower.
Oh, Pablo gonna get caught. Oh, the crush gonna land just nice, and wow, he has been waiting from minute 1. That is a great opportunity to get there. Really threading the wire, stretching his hero's life pool, and then again getting punished by a rotating StarLadder of all things. Nice little gank there. Getting worried for Pablo.
Souls low. They don't have to worry about Puppy right now, who's just slowly grinding away in the jungle as Earthshaker, which takes a very long time. So mid one is kind of on an island by himself, and there's not much that Excalibur can do by himself. He'll shut down the Shadow Beam, but he can, if mid one keeps raising, he keeps putting himself in the river kind of middle area. Then that makes it so that Pablo actually does have a chance of landing a crush even without that Sonic Trap as setup. So mid one's got to watch out how many raises he's actually throwing out and how far he actually pushes this wave.
Shadowfiend's always been that hero since the start of time, you know, that has to really balance out and how much they grind out there, how defensive he plays it. But now he's playing very aggressive because he's got 2 buddies in the back there. We'll bail him out in time to need. Mid one does take a side blade hits to the face though. It's not something you really want. I do like this pickup again of that Templar Assassin against the SF. Again, Horde did pick, I would say Templar does decent against, would have an advantage against. Yes. Especially now that she's a kill up. Really going to be favored against SF. And twice now they have got a favor against mid one. Really does matter how they advantage. StarLadder coming in again. Oh, looking for mid one. Does he find it? No. Shaker's there.
That should be how most of your statements end. It's they can't do it because Shaker's there. And Puppy's level 3 now, so Fissure Level 1 is a wall, but yeah, as a stun, as a damaging tool, it's mediocre. So you really do need levels in that, and more stun duration means more time to set up for those raises for Midwan, who's just constantly shoving in that wave. It looks like they should be able to cut any losses from Midwan from here on out. He also has a little bit of a jungle to work with, set up here by Puppy, so it's not bad for Secret right now. But
nice. Even a Fisher to make sure he takes minimal.
Ooh, E-skill dodged another pounce. Still gonna take a beating from this one though.
Oh,
he's still dead.
He dead. 3 stacks of poison. This is gonna be close. 4 stacks. Goodbye. And Paladai is definitely gonna be. He would have wanted to give it to the Slark, but I think Paladai secretly mine the extra gold. Meanwhile, top lane has failed to kill this Omni Knight. I mean, Repel's pretty good drug.
Omni Knight's getting.
Oh,
he's in danger.
Mango immediate TP response as well. Very quick movement there from Secret.
Keizu's actually getting a lot out of this lane. CS wise, he's at 18 now, which is pretty darn high compared to the 6 of the other end on the Underlord. Not to mention the fact that he is level 6. Underlord should be only level 4. Yeah, he is only level 4. So yeah, Keizu's getting farm. He's getting experience, and he's doing it without much help. They're getting into another fight mid though.
Oh, they got a haste rune of all runes. Always haste. Try and juke it out. Is he gonna be able to get out there in time? He drops that fissure. There is a disruption now. Disrupts the TA. And Mid1 even blocking that entrance there, ensuring that Excalibur doesn't even boot through, get that off on that Earthshaker. Well played there from Puppy, holding onto that fissure for a opportune moment to juke into the forest. And now with Sanctuary, they heal to full. Dota Spa.
Fair and balanced. And MP
sound not the greatest sound ever.
Shrine, Sanctuary.
Coming of the Shrine, yeah.
Yeah, that does feel pretty good.
Therapeutic.
And because we've already seen them apply a lot of pressure to the Underlord, MP, I think at this point can probably do it by himself. Underlord is having a bad time. He's gonna leave.
3-man gang. At step, and he stuns up the Shadow Demon incoming as well. And a good hex there from Arcade means that there will not be a follow-up. He'll disrupt the TA, but I think this means Highlight Eye goes down as well. But the Firestorm will be enough. So, unfortunate that he got hit by the spike on the way in, or the credit to RK. But in the end, they do not save the Shadow Fiend, but they do pull 4 heroes for that gank.
And Underlord is just going to get right back to the lane. Sanctuary for them, and they're back at full HP. Feels good on the Dire side this time. But yeah, they kill off the Shadow Fiend again, and that is incredibly important. Getting this TA up to a point where she could just stand and fight even without her refraction charges, expecting them to be burned out by the Slark is incredibly important, and just trying to funnel in as much gold as they can into her. They don't really have to work that hard to get it onto Gork, who's having a pretty free time farming himself on top lane. He unfortunately... Oh, he's getting clipped with the stun? Oh, they got him.
Oh, little too confident.
I was gonna say, like, it's really hard to just Eclipse kill the Omni Knight because of Repel and Purification and whatnot.
They're looking for him. Pablo. Fish got caught by the fish. So it looks like the small fish eats the big fish.
Well, the small fish had help from a cow, so it all makes sense.
I feel
everything.
Like Earthshaker's more like a bear.
You think he's a bear?
More bear than cow, to be honest.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
We
could poll the audience. What type of animal is Earthshaker? The audience will tell us.
Reply in all caps, bear or cow. I don't know if that gets you banned by Move or not.
It probably does get you banned. Oh, you're an evil person.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Or do it. We don't care.
Your life in a meme. Paladai skipping on that Soul Catcher altogether. So just like to get something done, you know. Shadow Poison, at least you feel like Shadow Demon's that kind of hero, you know. Like you wait for something to happen and then most of the time you're sitting around.
Yeah,
with Shadow Poison, you got something to do.
You want to get Soul Catcher generally when you have something that you're setting up for. If you have a Lina or a Kunkka on your team, or like a Leshrac or something, then you want Soul Catcher. If you don't have that, you don't really need that extra damage because you're not setting up for any big nuke. So you go ahead and get the Shadow Poison, which gives you a little bit more flexibility. It makes Shadow Demon more of a standalone hero as opposed to just like half of a combination. And it's definitely the right build because you're not like setting up for a fissure. Even if you do soul catch a fissure, it still doesn't really do a lot.
Got that arcanes now building into the Greaves. Nothing special coming out here so far. Both teams are just playing it chill, getting the important blink daggers. They have gotten Pablo to the bottom lane to start farming that one up, but I'm not sure he's going to be in time for anything though. Oh, they're going in for that Omni Knight. Oh, the Finger of Death comes out, and that's going to buy the Omni Knight the time to repel and walk away from harm. That is a Finger of Death down, and RK is a little bit sad about that one. Nice movement there from Paladai, predicting that. I feel like that was worthy of the Sanctuary.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this keeps the Omni Knight in lane. If you can somehow manage to get a mechanism on the Omni at around the same time your Shadow Blade is up on the Slark and your Dragonlance is up on the Shadow Fiend, then you can make some really, really big plays. Because that's the timing that Team Secret are looking for right now, is just have Slark get a kill, pick off on whoever, and then use the early damage of Shadow Fiend just to bulldoze down the rest of the towers. And bulldozing towers is very easy when you have an Omni Knight already, even easier when your Omni Knight is packing a mechanism. So if you can somehow get that together, they'll be in a great spot. But so far, the items aren't quite yet up. MP just needs a little bit more time. So Horde, they can build up their own items, but a Blink Dagger on Excalibur, as good as that is, isn't really going to be a great response to a Shadow-Bladed Slark.
Hey, people are not getting banned in chat, so... Someone said Wookiee.
cow,
I think that guy wins.
Gorilla,
right.
raccoon.
Wookiee's right. Yeah. Alright, Earthshaker
Sure.
will henceforth be known as the Wookiee. Oh man, I missed Twitch chat, guys. Holiday for too long.
Base Twitch chat never ever lies, ever. We have Shadowblade now up on Slark, so here's where Secret are really ready to get going. And what items do we have on the other end? A Blink Dagger on TA, and well, that's pretty much it. Helm of the Dominator doesn't really do a ton for the Luna in these type of circumstances. They will need
probably?
Finger of Death up if they want to make a big play. With Eclipse, ideally, if they can get that to level 2, would be great.
StarLadder is still working to that Blink Dagger. He's opted to skip the Iron Talon, so he will not be able to jungle at a rapid rate. Right now, ooh, there's a Shadowblade MP, and he's looking at, oh, he loses the smoke immediately, so they know something's up, something's fishy. Pablo. Swear that was not intentional, that.
It seemed pretty natural, I'll allow it.
Swear it was.
But the thing is, they don't know what broke that smoke. It could have been a random scouting Earthshaker,
Invis,
or
yeah.
it could have been an Invis rune, or it could have been a Shadow-Bladed Slark, like it was. So they don't really get any intel except for, hey, there's someone maybe around here, and Ake will be the one to find out.
This is death number 1, I called 5.
From Slark? Okay, that's 1.
I
So,
called
yeah,
5.
this is where the Shadowblade's engine kind of
This
kicks
is
in.
where
Use
the
MP to
pain
get a
begins
pick-off.
for poor Ake.
Use MP to get a pick-off, use mid-1 to kill the towers, and then rinse repeat forever.
Shadow Phoenix, go ham on the towers, and those, of course when you hit level 20 you get bonus damage per soul, double the damage of the soul,
Radiant's top
rack up to
tower
some pretty hefty damage. Do you ever see Shadow Fiends go for Aghanims? I don't know. It does increase the soul count now, so could
No,
work with the talent.
you just want to be a right clicker pretty much.
Yes.
They're holding the tower so far, but
Oh, they disrupt the A. Gonna do minimal damage. This is a very fast Shadow Fiend with that haste rune. Oh, the slap was looking for a target there. He does have Shadow Dance. This is not the best game. There's the Guardian Angel. Keeps everyone invulnerable for now. Blink away from Excalibur. Quick Texas will save his life. They're trying to deny the tower. They will get it. Fissure will come out. Arcade deploys that Impale, but he gets picked up. The jumps on him. There's death number 2. Gorge now running away. From Kezu running away from that Templar and the Slaughter. Does he have the repel? He does have it though. There will be a nice stun here from Puppy. The repel will come out in time as a result, and that Enchant Totem saves the Omni Knight. You lose the Shadow Fiend though at the back end, so in the end it was a Horde win, I would say. And with that Shadow Fiend down, maybe they go for a Roshan. They are low on mana. Oh, Slot going on to Gorge now. Luna in trouble and peril. There's Fissure looking for it, but the Slot taking a lot of damage to repel, not enough to bail him out. Where was Pup stunned though? Was looking a epic Echo Slam instead of a Fissure there. I think sick, and now E-Skill was thinking about that portal out, but in the end decides that it's better to get more free kills, and Excalibur now up to full. After that big team fight, Pablo just sapping all that extra gold closer to that Blink Dagger. Should have it soon, and oh, Spa galore.
That is such a rough engagement there for Secret. Like, they took such a long time to kill off the tower, and they don't even kill it because it gets denied. Lose pretty much everyone because of a rather risky jump there from the Slark over the trees. Forces them to use Guardian Angel much earlier than they really would have liked, because GA, it forced Horde back, but I don't think it actually had a chance to even get close to blocking any damage. So the GA and the Omni overall in that fight was very, very lackluster. And then in that secondary fight, Puppy gets stunned by, I think, a random crush that was thrown out there right before he's about to get a 3-4 man Echo Slam. Yeah, things are rough in the Secret camp for right now. They still have
they jump
MP
from Pablo,
surviving.
bottom lane. Wow, that one combo just blew him up. Nah, that's your Slaughter dead for another few seconds, and that's right.
As long as they can keep MP alive. Highlight die doesn't matter. Keep MP alive, keep mid one alive, and they can still execute their plan.
I think MP is just doing it. Beef with RK.
Sure. We can write that one in.
Just go for support. Slots just go for support. Support player, every support player hates Slot.
Oh, there's no way that Secret actually do anything about this, I don't think. There's sentries in the way. E-skill with the Pit of Malice is right outside the Roche pit.
You don't want a Roche fight against a Luna and Underlord. It's danger zone.
Yeah, and a TA who's pretty much at Desolator right now. So yeah, that tower deny into just huge loss from Secret gave Horde quite a bit. They are pretty freaking wealthy right now. They got a mech soon on Underlord. They have Luna with the Dragonlance, Excalibur with Desolator. Secret don't want to be defending. They want to be attacking.
Well, game went well early as well for Horde, but they just threw it bad. See how they do now? Want to cheer them on so much yet? You know, there's some teams where you cheer them on like, oh yeah, they're doing well, and then they just disappoint. Well, we'll just hold back on the compliments for now. I'm gonna jinx it.
I know we got to give credit where it's due. Horde are in a really, really dominant spot right now, as long as they keep their vision up.
Excalibur's ages away.
He's not. Excalibur just doesn't die like that. They just have to keep their vision up and make sure that Excalibur doesn't get cheesed out in that fashion or anything similar.
They managed to fissure him in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like MP might have gone for that one just to bait out TPs. The extra space makey.
If he had his Echo Saber on his person, then I would think so. But right now, like, with just Shadowblade treads, I don't really think there's any way for Slark to get away with that. But Echo Saber, that may be a little bit of a turning point. But now Secret are going to have to go on the defense with no Blink Dagger on Shaker. So Echo Slam is really, really rough here.
Behind the tower, the Fissure comes out. Yeah. Blocked for now, but there's a Slaughter. He does have Blink though. Careful, the Purge came out on Pablo, so he immediately blinked away, took damage. Oh, the Slark gonna get hexed! Oh no! That's really vigilant there from heroes, and Aki says, not this time, Fishy. Comes in, they're gonna lock down that. Oh, they're locking that Slaughter, but that last raise a little bit wide. Not gonna catch him. The Secret might just be to their base really early in this game.
They can do that suicide run into Dark Rift if they really need to, but with no Slark to worry about, there's really not that much pressure going towards them. Again, Omni Knight, Shadow Demon, Earthshaker as kind of like their supporty hero Secret aren't really that dangerous until Shaker gets a Blink Dagger. Then it's somewhat dangerous, but there really isn't much threat here now that the Slark is dead. So Horde walk in, take the tier 2 tower. They still have the double life on the Templar Assassin. They have the luxury of going to similar lanes and just repeating that. Like, there's 2 towers on bottom that I'm pretty sure Secret can't adequately defend, especially with these new items coming up on all of the Horde heroes. So what Secret have to do is try to find someone who's off on their own with the Slark and try to just, I guess, trade towers with mid one.
I mean, their strategy is more of a protect whoever you jump on and then strike back kind of strategy. Is more of a, say, it's a Tai Chi style. There's a nice
tell us,
down to the
what is a Tai Chi kind of style, Lysander?
Tai Chi's like a style of martial art where you use your enemy's force, or maybe Aikido.
That is not Tai Chi. That's more
Aikido,
judo.
probably Aikido. Oh, am I pronouncing it right? I'm fake Asian.
Oh, the truth comes out, I guess.
Well, it's been out there for a while. I can't read Chinese that well. I can minimal Chinese. I get by.
Man, we can barely speak English well on this stream. Why are people even here? Makes no sense. By the way, all the towers on bottom lane, Horde just plow right through them. I don't think they can go for high ground right now. I mean, they have an Aegis on Excalibur, so they might as well see what damage they can do. But they always have... Oh, they actually already used Dark Rift. They're just going to start chipping.
Luna, let her destroy her team. The weakness of Luna, Shadow Demon. Destroys her own team.
But they have Ake, though, so it's like Shadow Demon countered with Mana Drain Hex. Kills off those illusions. If it's really a problem, which it really shouldn't be at this stage, not that much of a problem to waste your Hex on.
But that's Slot's job, right? That MVP Ake.
MP definitely is farmed enough to do that, but now that Horde are 5-manning, how do you actually split Horde up and then kill them with Slark? You gotta kind of just get the kill with the Shadow Dance and hope you don't immediately die after that ends. And I'm not really sure if that's in the cards up against Dynamic Traps and Blink
caught out
Daggers.
here by the Slot. Checking out. I'm gonna go in. I feel like he could man fight Excalibur, no? Oh, the Aegis goes down.
Well, now he might be able to man fight Excalibur, but he doesn't know who's right next to him.
Don't want to take any chances. Yeah, they're going for the shrines, the tier 2s, and then the shrines. Be really careful. There's a night vision from the Luna as they have to play it very safe. There's a portal from the Underlord, and he's here. So he used it to join his team, meaning won't have that ability to escape.
But they get they get smoke, but more importantly, they have 4 sentries now. So Slark's
BKB
initiation
for Excalibur, that's big. Be a big turning point here for... not turning point, but... wow.
Oh, MP.
Oh, MP. Gonna juke that one right off. There's no Aegis. The Slot goes in. Jumps on the Luna. Baits out the Eclipse there. Keizu immediately pops that Guardian Angel. The Echo Slam comes in, does minimal damage. The Requiem of Soul. Everyone on the Horde so reduces their damage, slows them down a little bit. Deploys that BKB, but so far they've managed to equalize. The Pit of Malice still doing stuff in the middle. Pablo jumps in there. There is Excalibur with the follow-up and the finger. One is out of the fight. MP dropping low as well. Excalibur reactivates that refraction, and he will stay alive for now. 5-11. Horde are slowly clawing an advantage. More and more advantage against Secret here. 5-11. The net worth looking pretty scary for that Templar Assassin. Line here.
And MP can't hold this back on his own. Puppy does have a Blink Dagger. He has no Echo Slam, so yeah, that's pretty rough goings. Once BKB comes up, or just Mechanism comes up, another 20 seconds, they can guarantee this tower if they really want to push it, but Horde know that they're really in no rush. Losses sustained in that last fight, pretty much nil for them, even with everything going off for Secret, and in a pretty good spot as well. They kind of botched their initiation onto a Slark who just happened to be Dark Pacting at the time. That should have been a lot better for Secret, but Horde are somehow able to get away with a lot of tower damage for one thing, and also no casualties. They can reset and just wait for another Roche, or just go for the tower once they fill the tank again.
BKB, I think it was good to back off when that BKB was off cooldown. And this game, you can almost see Horde stepping up their game, not playing anything crazy, not having those weird, clunky team fights we saw in the last one. And Ake, we kind of, flamed his Luna, his Lion pick a little bit, but been handling the hero pretty well. It doesn't feel as clunky as we thought it would be. Getting that Blink Dagger is definitely a help, and it's been shutting down a lot of the key initiations here on Secret. And now they're gonna get wrapped around. There's Pablo, and there's the portal win as well. Keizu get caught out here. Maybe go for a bash or kill him off. One more hit will do the job, but no. His skill coming in a little bit too late there. Excalibur able to bust the Elmi Knight down. Would have been a big kill as well.
Yeah, it would have guaranteed this tower and therefore all the shrines, but I'm pretty sure they still get this. There is 10 seconds of leeway between this push and having Echo Slam for Secret, so yeah, Luna can just make short work of this, even through the fortification.
Lock goes into Invis again, but the sentry coverage has been pretty top for this game. Goes in, goes for... Oh, no, the epicenter! Overthrow the Echo Slap, gonna miss completely. They lose the tower. The deny comes out for the Shadow Fiend, though. They lose their Earthshaker as a result.
Yeah, it's
Quick
high
fingers
ground.
there from Excalibur, and that's high ground. Yeah, the Pit of Malice now gets deployed. The spike goes through. Arcade was looking to pin down that mid one. Shadow Fiend doesn't have that BKB. He has to be very, very careful how he...
That was even kind of poorly played from Pablo. I think he botched a blink press or something. Like, they could have easily at least made an attempt at the Shadow Fiend's life. They landed that crush, but they just happened to miss it for whatever reason. They'll take out the Shrine, they'll take out Roshan. It's only an Earthshaker kill, but that's still 110 seconds where they don't have to worry about this Echo Slam. That means Roche is pretty darn safe. Like, Requiem is pretty strong here, but everyone else on the secret side aren't really that powerful, fighting in or around the Roshan pit with no Echo Slam available to them. So it's a clean double life, probably for this Luna. Yeah, the high ground push is incoming.
Yeah, it's and that's one of the reasons why Luna is so popular now, because 5-manning has been encouraged with shrines, and Luna is one of the best 5-man heroes. But death balling is definitely back in a PI for anyone.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah,
it's not
it
that
is definitely
far,
like enforces
death balling is definitely
gameplay and quick tower
when Luna's
pushes.
picked almost every game.
And that's also why we see more Lone Druid, because he's able to kind of get into a position with his bear to kill off the tier 2s. Puppy, no.
Run, Papa, run! Oh, that...
I think he's dead, guys.
He's dead on my screen. What about yours?
Yeah, I think he's pretty dead here. They're looking at MP. No, he's Shadowbladed out.
Gem?
But yeah, that's why we see Lone Druid a lot, because his bear with Demolish is able to take down all the outer towers, and then once you get to the high ground, you have all that range, so you can take down the tier 3s as well.
It's now the talent druid, right? Spam the talent. You have the insane talents at 10 and 15.
Sniper
Blink
Druid.
hacks got the Shadow Blade off, so that's nice. Very weird how that works. I'm thinking of a second. Close with Excalibur, and again this Underlord is showing the power of that hero. Ultimate bringing in his Luna.
Yeah, the pipe.
Push the top, bring the wave closer to the enemy base, and then they come in with this Underlord. Very, very well done. And Paladine says he wants a clone of those. I'll take me a pair of Lunas. There you go.
And
Okay,
they're gone.
shuts them down. That's why you have that Lion pick.
The Lion only has 1 sentry right now, but there are more coming. They should play this a little bit slow. With the pipe, mechanism, and Aegis right now, Horde really just have until they run out of Aegis to make this push happen, which means that they can set up for as long as they want, send another like 3-4 waves of creeps in, and just have the Templar Assassin and Luna chip at it. Secret are not getting anything in the meantime. There's no one else cleaning out any lanes, no jungle camps, nothing. So yeah, Horde have all day here.
Well, that is a BKB applied to that Luna now, so this is problematic. I'm not sure Secret can hold the line. It will be a miraculous hold. It will take some takes from Horde, I think. Excalibur has been playing pretty pristine at this point. The Fusel Blade now activated on him, but not gonna do anything against the Repel now. Soul Catcher deployed there. Oh, that's a big crush, but it's gonna miss completely, and the Fissure will trap him there. Now, MP leaps forward. Lost hope for a pick there, but the Luna clones will push away that creep wave, and Light Horde will be repelled once again. But that tower is awfully low. 300 health remaining. The Aegis still has 2 minutes to go, so pretty fresh on that one.
That was a sick Manta dodge from mid one. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a range thing, it was just a Manta invulnerability thing, but can he do it again?
Oh, a nice Fissure though, traps out the Luna, there's the disruption. Blown up the SF, saves him from the crush, and Gorge taking quite a bit of hits there. He will lose his life. 6 SF stole, not the biggest deal. MP gonna really not like this BKB though. There's the BKB, the Eclipse, and now counter BKB from MP. He's gonna get hit by a Dazzle. A lot of damage, he pops that Shadow down, steals up the agility here from that Luna. Careful, his BKB is wearing off. The Pit of Malice, a really good control tool. The Horde will actually be repelled there, so Aegis loss and BKB's pop could hold the line. Great high ground defense.
Secret were just really well spread out there, so Pablo didn't really have any good chances to get a good initiation off. And if Pablo doesn't start the fight, then Excalibur is definitely not going to jump in afterwards. So it really just is the Luna who did that push by herself.
Well, look at all the sentries.
Yeah.
Okay, is it death number 3 for him? Is it death number 3? Oh, there's the Fisher. Jump forward. There we go. Give me a lion. Oh. 4 stops. But then, and now the BKB from Excalibur. He shots the Shadow Demon. Poor by dying. There's the Guardian Angel. MP taking a lot of damage. He jumped to the fat Underlord. Unable to escape, and he loses this risky aggression. Secret might have just opened the doors, laid out the carpet for Horde, because they are walking back down to the bottom lane.
That's that time that Horde had earlier to set up, take forever, is what rewarded them for with that play. Like, if they don't have sentries there, then yeah, they may just lose someone. The Fissure catches onto 2, and then Slark somehow doesn't land the pounce angle correctly. The Fissure mechanics, maybe we could blame for that one, but the gates are once again wide open for Horde, and Excalibur is doing some pretty decent damage. He's no BKB, but oh, he has Pablo.
Ooh.
2-shot the Shaker? Yeah, that's pretty good.
One of Excalibur's top heroes as well, this Templar Assassin. Now the Purge has been used, so Gord gonna feel pretty safe about marching up. He does have that BKB, a buyback from Puppy with that Echo Slam. Is it enough? The BKB there will make sure that the Luna gets out of there. There we go, the Uber driver gonna come in and ring the bell, says, "Hello, friends, leave." They all get out of there, so safe. Buys back for nothing, and MP is gonna be pretty pissed. That's twice RK has cock blocked him.
And now we have
I think
a
that time
gem
was
up.
more of the pounce. Pounce missing on the line initially. If they got to the line early, maybe it would have been different.
Yeah, it definitely would have messed with the positioning of Horde at the very least, and, you know, take off Finger of Death from the table, take off all those spells from the table as well. It would have been a really different fight if that was actually going to happen. But, you know, speaking of different fights, Daedalus, is that a one-shot Daedalus from Excalibur? Sure, that seems fair. We also have a gem on E-skill, so MP's form of initiation is not even really that strong at the moment. Like, he's gone for the BKB pretty much out of necessity, but even if he jumps on someone, if it's not a support, with Echo Saber Shadowblade only, I don't think you can very easily get those kills, even if you do land the Shadowblade hit. And with the gem up, I'm not really sure how you land that Shadowblade hit to begin with. So Hordes, they can just manage the map right now, just keep pushing in everything, get a little bit more farm, and wait for the next Roche.
One thing to note as well, mid 1 is 0 and 4 in the Shadow Fiend, so this pick not really working out for him.
There's that early kind of pressure from this StarLadder. Pablo he has been where he needs to be for the most part. A couple botched crush here and there, whatever it happens, but yeah, slowing down that Shadow Fiend and accelerating Excalibur, we see a 5,000 net worth difference between these two heroes, and I want to say most of that we can give credit to the StarLadder for.
Underlord, a real force to be reckoned with now. He's got the pipe, Guardian Greaves, just that fatty in the way. Trophy Aura, I would say that Aura has been causing a lot of problems as well. Well, that's death number 3.
He just blinked into literally the entire secret draft.
Why did I get the rune? Well, he did tank the smoke, right? So
sure,
there's that.
I guess we can say he tanked the smoke. It's better to him than anyone else, and the line with the blink dagger
timer, man. He's back
else.
already. 30-second respawn time reduction.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
OP.
Puppy.
Oh no, Earthshaker, run, Puppy, run. Oh, he just used his figure to farm. I'm gonna echo to run away. He actually did it. Batman. Mad lads. He still dies anyway. Well, that's a report for Puppy.
He skills Pablo, not going to take any chances,
well.
not knowing exactly where the Slark is, or just going to bail out. You do not want to lose the gem there. They make the safe play. And this is actually going to give them a pretty good window of about 40 seconds to take Roche, where Earthshaker is not going to have his Echo Slam.
Oh, they jump onto the Luna. have a haste though, and frost armor, so they're really just trying to shut down this Slark's damage output.
SF2.
It doesn't slow SF, only liches one.
I mean, it's just armor.
Yeah. Oh, they stole the catapult as well. That's extra damage, but mid one, it's got to repel, but is that going to help with that constant DPS coming out from the Templar Assassin? And now Gold just pops that BKB, says, I'm going to take the free Rex, and just immediately pieces out. The Wood Fisher there from Puppy though, locks in the Luna, but there is an invasion from the Butterfly, so not going to be easy. There you go, the 4-staff as well to the low ground means they get away with a free melee Rex.
Hey, use BKB to take down a Rax. You can get away with that for quite a long time. And hey, look at this. Roshan is up as well. Horde don't quite know about it. They're kind of hungry for blood here. But they're going to ping out Roshan, or someone's going to ping out Rosh. So they'll go right back in for that. 30 seconds left for another Echo Slam. I'm not really sure if Secret can do anything about this. Like, even if they land a Requiem right at the mouth of the pit, like, is that going to be enough with the amount of damage Excalibur's putting out?
Oh, BKB pop there. MP looking to kill down a Luna. Gorge dropping very low. A pounce there, latches, and they do find a Luna. This could be a turning point here for Secret. Ocean is up. They do not want to fight without that Luna. Maybe it might be forced to buy back there. Fisher blocks it, Fatty. They will get the
gem
kill under lot, and they get the gem as well. MP definitely smelling blood in the water there. The Silver Edge, a big deal as it disables or allow him to do the damage he needs to. And this Aegis gonna be uncontested. No, sir, they do not want to do that. They will not take that lying down. Two big buybacks there, though. This could potentially be game losing if Horde loses another fight. Oh,
they have
Pablo,
no gem either. No true sight at all for Horde.
Yeah. They want to challenge this Roshan. Oh, the purge on Pablo. Flop smells blood in the water. He says, I want that small fish. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gets that kill. The buyback comes out. Oh, Horde are leaking a lot of buybacks here. They have to be very careful. The pit does prevent pounce for about a while there, but Excalibur getting caught by the fissure. This is not good news. He's cornered out. There could be a bad fight coming in. Gorge pops that BKB. They lose Excalibur. MP has got 29 essence shit. This is really dangerous. Are you really doing Roshan in the middle of this fight? Arcade pumps the Ghost Scepter, gets out of there, but Puppy lands the X-Slam. Lost down heroes. The slot very low in health, will back up a little bit, try and get some regen going. Mid one has to be careful, pops the Manta, dodges for a little bit, but Templar's there to receive him, gets the kill. That's a big one to get, but Slot, does he come back in? He has it. 41 essence shift stolen. It's time for the in, or does he just give up the Aegis? Yep, he does give up the Aegis, so they will get it on the Luna, so they will not punish for those massive buybacks. Or really close to losing the game there, or losing a big advantage.
They still don't have the gem. The Slark is able to slip away with that one, so he's able to do a lot more now, especially with the Silver Edge. Being able to break some of these Horde heroes, if that is able to stick, then locking down Excalibur's damage output is big game. There is still buyback here on the Shadow Fiend, so they are technically at full strength, but this is pretty risky for Horde, a pretty all-in move. Even with this Aegis, even with the cheese, even with the advantage that they do have, having very few buybacks means that if this fight goes south, they might just lose off the back of it, or at least lose a set of Raxes.
Oh no, they forced off the Shadow Demon in. Nice move there from Pablo. Forced off the Shadow Demon aggressively. Puts him into harm's way. MP in now. Has way. Bridge. And one forced to buy back there. Immediately the Uber pops and very annoying.
Now they can fix up their items, spend a little bit of that gold if they even have any gold. Like just Butterfly, AC, and production for Templar Assassin, but everyone having to buy back means that there's no additional items here, so they force out the buyback on the Shadow Fiend. They have been getting damage done on this bottom lane, and I guess to some extent the mid lane in the meantime. Tier 4 tower was taken while that fight was happening, so Horde is still in a pretty advantageous position outside of the fact that they pretty much have no more buybacks, so they could win or lose in a very small amount of time. This Shaker needs to land a good Echo. I think if he is able to do that, if he's able to protect the Shadow Fiend and Slark so that they can do damage, and they might be able to put themselves into a winning, or let's just say stabilizing position.
Oh, this war, do you remember this one? Horde fell to that the last game. Little secret.
Well, everyone on Secret's top.
Oh, the cheap.
Yeah. I don't think they actually saw.
lost all his essence shift charges. So.
I don't think they saw exactly where Horde are. They saw Ake pop out just then of the smoke on bottom lane. Horde are just gonna keep 5-manning. I don't think they have a lot of true sight though. They have a sentry on Ake, and that's not really what you want when you're planning on roaming the enemy jungle and trying to lock that down.
And there's a 20,000 gold lead now on Horde, so I really don't want them to throw this. It'll be really bad for team morale. But you know, secret that they got a match against Na'Vi later, so don't want to be drained. But you know, pro teams, they should be used to these long hours by now. You want to get as many wins to ride on momentum as possible. But for you guys just tuning in, we are playing through the group stages, Secret versus Horde right now. It's 1-0 in favor of Secret, and after this match, we will have Na'Vi versus Venom. So I get to watch the new Na'Vi lineup, you know, cast them firsthand rather than just watching. Exciting. Find out if Na'Vi is back.
Oh, MP.
Oh, he sees Pablo.
Yeah.
Does he go for Pablo? No, BKB. Oh, nice vision from Puppy. Finds him. Hot, but there's that trophy aura. A little bit difficult. Back Aqua Slam coming out here. And he's going for the Spada, but not going to be able to find him in time. Now he's caught out. He's in a lot of trouble. He gets popped. Battle dance. And I don't know why he didn't actually. But he didn't have TP as well. Maybe he wanted to save it for the buyback use. Because he would definitely have to buy back here. So I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Time to do it. MP a little bit too aggressive there. Right now, this is going to be a trouble for them. They start up the Omni Knight. He's going to be trouble if he doesn't get the pop bells in time. Disruption will save his life. The Requiem comes out. Slot getting stunned up by Arcade. Arcade just staying safe for now. Leap onto the Excalibur. Excalibur doesn't have BKB, so now stealing away his stats. Their Shadow Dance pops there. They lose all their Rexes though. Mega Creep, Dire. So they bail out with the end. They bail. They leave Excalibur. I'm like, gotta leave some to the wolves. But it is Mega Creep, so I'm not sure Secret have it in them. Hold the line. Now it might actually be game as a result. So we'll have to see. Maybe a final push from them. They have the Templar with no buyback the ground, so 1 minute and 45 seconds to make something magical happen. Can Secret do it?
They are truly going to need something miraculous. Horde chain feeding would probably be the most likely thing to happen if Horde just suddenly start moving down the lane. They have their gem back though.
Oh. Uh-oh. Arcade's revenge. Destruction. Beast Fissure will stay there alive, but nice in the Lion. Arcade really does not like this slot. Really on point with this Lion so far. Pablo goes in, finds Pylai Die. So that's Pylai Die in the ground. Water. Right now, Secret's chances do not look good, but then again,
I'll take that.
might as well just try.
40 seconds left for TA. Or just have to play the map control game at this point. As long as they still hold on to the gem, make sure they have some backup sentries on Ake should the gem fall. It should be in a pretty good spot just to have this game locked up. Like, the lack of buybacks, it was a weakness for Horde. Like, if 2 or 3 people died for them on this top lane fight without taking mega creeps, then yeah, Secret would still be in a pretty decent spot to take this game, or at least have a good chance at fighting back. But we have a little bit of an issue in the fact that the Underlord has that pipe. A lot of magic damage is being blocked out from the Secret end. Like, Echo Slam, it was pretty good position-wise in that last engagement, but it needed to land such so that it protects the Shadow Fiend and Slark. Like, you just need it as another stun at the bare minimum. If your Echo Slam is too far away from your Shadow Fiend and Slark, then it's a bad Echo Slam regardless of how many
No
heroes
Ravage.
it is.
It's yeah, it's more like a starter for a combo stun. Hit with the Echo and then you follow up with Fissure and Enchant Totem. But the AoE is not big enough where you can catch most of the heroes. Horde has been pretty good with this. I think ultimately I would say the main issue with this art not being effective, the Underlord's aura really neutering a lot of his damage, because all his damage comes from stat base. Almost all of it comes from stats. Shift and whatnot, and 40% of that is cut. Pretty big deal.
That does hurt a lot. An Underlord is just like impossible to kill at this stage because he has the pipe and he's got the Guardian Greaves.
You
If
hit him with the
everyone
Silver Edge,
focuses
you might
him-
get him. Hit him with the Silver Edge. Oh, MP
Yeah,
goes
if you can-
for the ward.
If you can get that close.
They got him once. But yeah, Mega Creeps here for Secret. This is not a Mega Creep holding lineup. Can they do it? They might borrow Luna for it.
Gotta slowly chip away here for Horde. Slow
Fade
and
with
steady.
Mid one. Oh, that's the Hurricane Pipe, mid one. Down, oh, they jump forward. They with the Silver Edge. Killer Wolf. Pablo goes in again, but this jump juked by that Shadow Fiend. They're out of there. The Monkey King buff from mid one is gonna do quite a bit of damage here. They'll hold the line for now. Don't think they got a chance in this. Secret are holding on. I am skeptical. But
Never give up, never surrender. It will be... The real fight is gonna come when Horde come in with another Aegis and another Cheese. Should be happening in about 30 seconds. So yeah, Secret will have no counterplay to that as far as crashing the Roche Pit is concerned. They kind of have to sit and wait for that push to happen. They need buybacks. They actually do not have it on the SF. And farming Mega Creeps takes a long time because they don't give that much cash. I don't know if you can
they're
get
hard to
buyback
kill.
by the time this push is going to come.
well, we'll see. Need a bait with the. They don't even have it on slot. They don't have it on both. They're important here.
Or
And now
Omni-Knight.
you can't even do that thing where you steal a lot of Helm of the a lot of Mega Creeps and push with them, because your like Mind Control or Dominate is now locked to one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that wasn't going to work anyway up
done
against
in one
Horde.
game. It was done before.
Yeah, I saw it once.
Oh
but
no,
not this
okay.
time.
Creations mid one, Manta's away, but they do juke. Illusions. Wow, they're losing this Luna fast. Hey, now they do quite a bit of damage. Good job,
Luna
Luna.
was focusing an illusion. Hurricane piked the wrong Shadow Fiend. And everyone else on Horde is just kind of watching the Luna die. They fed her a cheese, or they gave her a cheese. They should still have one floating around. Yeah, one on Underlord. Still. So, actually, she still has
that
cheese
ranged
in her
Mega Creep
backpack.
guy. 133 piercing damage. That's. Oh, they stole another one. There will always be one. Oh, they're
Elder.
going for the Templar. And he doesn't have an Aegis. This guy does not come back. But mid one gonna get crushed this time. But there's a bailout again from that Shadow Demon Pylai, as well as the Earthshaker have got important jobs in this fight. They're holding on pretty well. I'm starting to believe a little bit. Are you?
Not
I
yet.
don't think it's impossible, but you know.
It's not impossible, but I don't want to, say that I believe in Secret's ability to win this game unless they actually take a reasonable fight. Like, we haven't seen Horde actually fight them yet. Like, it's just been Luna walking in, or a single hero walking in. They haven't all gone in and actually tried to fight Secret. And the reason is because if they do that, you get Echo Slammed, you face up against GA, and usually things go pretty bad pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
they're
Aghanim's
kind of
GA
spacing
could be an anti-Mega Creep. You know, I feel like if this game goes well, it could end up on. It could be one of those games that ends up on Reddit.
Whoa, we have
Definitely can.
lofty aspirations, do we?
Hey, I mean, you always gotta talk up a game. Always gotta.
We're going to Reddit, boys. This is where we're going.
Yeah.
Game 2, Secret
Let
versus
it.
Horde. Front page, here we come. Give me them sweet internet points.
Right. But so far, it does look like Horde is not sure what to do. They have got two cheeses. They're like, okay, our Luna went down pretty fast. Maybe we need to farm a little bit more. Gotta get that sweet 4-second Lucent Beam cooldown.
Butterfly is her only, big defensive tool, or was, before the MKB came up. So completing this Satanic should be, a pretty big deal as
it's
far as
time to
actually
shelve
pushing
the
it.
helm, actually. The helm still works if it's in your backpack. Shelve it.
Yeah, the Dominate still
Just
works,
did
but
that.
the Lifesteal and whatnot doesn't.
It doesn't lifesteal anymore. Why you even hold on to it?
Or,
It just
yeah,
gives you a
the
lot
auras
of
and
life
whatnot.
regen. It's very hard to keep track. These things have been in the game for so long, and then suddenly they are not because of version 7. It's like
Feels bad, man. Ice Frog is making me stupider every single patch.
old school knowledge. More skill cap.
But they got the Satanic now. So this is a big survivability item for Luna. I don't know if it's going to be enough for her to head-to-head the Shadow Fiend. Maybe it will, but Shadow Fiend has Omni Knight behind him with Lotus, Solar Crest, and all the auras in the world. I think there's a Vlad's floating around. Yeah, the Earthshaker picked up a Vlad's for the team as well. I don't think there's actually one on the Horde side. There is not. So yeah, like, they've just juiced up this Shadow Fiend to its max, and Horde have to try to figure out a way to kill him.
I mean, he took the 2 more damage per soul, so now it's at how much is it? So it's 36 times
144.
4. A lot
Now it's
more
over,
damage.
man.
And that's why I was wondering Axe, because Axe gives him damage now too.
I mean, as
I don't
powerful as Ags would be, it's like, is it any more powerful than any of the
Yeah.
other items in his
I just want
inventory?
to see it.
I want to see it too, but like Luna Ags, it's never gonna happen.
Luna Axe is something so cool to
Mhm.
see, but well, everyone play boring Luna.
Well, they're getting their buybacks on Secret. Mid one.
Hey,
at
they
least
still got a
has-
shrine up. That's spas.
So, do we just chill and wait for a third cheese? They still have 2, right? Yeah, one on Luna, one on Underlord.
She's gonna
Luna's
do
getting-
some really quick swap.
Yeah. She's also kind of getting 6 slotted here. I mean, you could, I guess,
One
keep
shot up.
power treads. You could get a moon shard, and that's pretty much it here for Luna, right?
Yeah.
Excalibur, kind of the same thing. Diffusal blades, you can grade that, or at least side grade that, and you should be fine.
You actually can build Aghanims. Aghanims, use your ulti and then swap out an item. Your ulti can be used from so far away.
Ooh, Slark. He's gonna get a Maelstrom. Set him in the game. Mjolnir, even better. Trying to hold these mega creeps.
I think the supports should get a helm. The ranged mega creeps do a lot of work.
MP.
Oh, they
Jumps.
up. Whoa! Where did he go? And now Keizu in trouble as well. He repels up. He will get himself out of there in time. Mid one is going to be able to man fight Gorge here. You're gonna leap onto him. Oh, the Uber immediately bails out. Oh, MP! What the hell? They bail out, but he dies immediately. 2 lucky crits here from Reds the stock, and now they know it's time for re-entry. On the sidelines there. We'll be thankful that the Uber pulled them out, but Dandalot pulled them out for a while, but oh. Slot isn't
Yeah.
the hero.
You know what I said about like not believing in Secret until they win a fight? I'm not sure if that's ever gonna happen now. Like,
I'm
they
blaming
have to
Templar for that luck.
They have to somehow fight with only
Yeah, they're
SF
gonna
doing
have to clone
substantial
Luna.
damage.
Clone Luna. Clone Luna. Oh no, Pablo! Pablo gets caught. He will survive. The Echo Slam. That puppy does not let him get out of there. Yeah, Requiem of Souls is now mid 1 versus 12. Gonna need a lot of help here. Where's that Guardian Angel? Pop it. There we go. Pop that Guardian Angel. A lot of BKBs on the mid 1. Going ham. Yeah, fighting Gorge. He does get it. Crit 1. Crit 2 stuns. Gets the kill. Mid 1 carrying his
What?
team. Excalibur says, what is going on? I thought we got lock. I thought we dealt with the aquatic problem, but the Shadow Fiend holds his ground, and with that bloody Solar Crest stays alive. Oh man. Believe now, Mike? Believe? Hell without slot.
That was pretty
Damn.
impressive, I'm gonna say. Yeah, they're just dumping all those auras or like aura-ish effects on mid 1. There is no MKB on Luna, so she was missing attacks on mid 1. There is an MKB on TA, so she was not. But seems like even without kind of satanic-ish item on mid 1, he's still just able to hold the line well enough. There's not enough damage coming out from Horde, even though it really felt like there should have been. Maybe there. I'm gonna assume that there was no haze in that fight, a corrosive haze on the Shadow Fiend, because he got purged off by one of like the million sources that purges that effect. He lost his AC in that, so maybe having Slaughter alive would have made the difference there. But Turns out SF with Omni Knight backup, just casually 2v1ing the enemy carries. Still has buyback, and Slark's back up, so game's still not over.
Oh, Azu bought a Maelstrom. Should have gone for it. That item is.
Yeah, definitely.
Come on, man. Keizu, step up. Get more Aghanim's on the board.
Or you can go for, you know, attack speed Omni Knight and try to clear. His attack speed is abysmal. I don't think there's...
Have you seen those YouTube highlights with carry on these? Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe if you, like, don't start with Dominator, Lotus, Solar Crest mechanism.
You're a hater.
I am a hater. I like this, though. Divine Rapier in play on mid one. On mid one soon, I guess. Got level 25 talents, attack range, so I mean, yeah, you can Hurricane Pike, you can blink in towards mid one, but I mean, you weren't winning damage trades before. You're definitely not winning damage trades now.
Money changes hands.
Oh, okay. I've never seen Omni Knight. I haven't seen all the talent trees actually, all the heroes, and some of them still surprise me. Like Omni Knight's level 25 talent, 200 purification. That's a 500 bust heal and damage.
I'm just surprised that Slark isn't at his level 25 talent right now. Pushing an hour in the game, I'm not really sure if the 25 talents on Slark are really going to make that much of a difference. Like, stats, I guess, is kind of nice here. You need to be able to man fight.
It's a free ulti like an improved ulti op, which is pretty...
It's a level 25 talent. Look at mid one. He's got 150 attack range. That's a silly talent upgrade right there.
Yeah, Silencer is 200. I know. Alright, they're looking. Pablo smells a Shadow Phoenix. Wants it. Oh, it's a Rapier. Did we see that one?
Yeah, I said it like 2 times, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at so many things. Okay, Rapier. You should have been more excited. I would have paid attention, but...
Oh, sure, it's my fault now.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I see how it is.
This mid one is now a new tower. He has boots for the Rapier, the Divine Powers, the Blade. Gotta blow this guy up. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Excalibur has got more charges, so he'll resist some of those hits. But I think mid one's gonna hit like a truck now. I'm excited for this game. I'd like to just say hello to Reddit.
Yeah,
Game is making it. You know what? We still have 4 games to go. 4 Navi games after.
We're still about 30 minutes and a secret comeback away from getting to that Reddit page.
Oh, they go for Pablo,
but
Pablo has made a mistake. Pablo, he's gonna lose that Salt Curacia team. Maybe. Oh, they're gonna get it, but Excalibur kills off one of the Shadow Demons, or kills off one of the Shadow Demons already. Mid one's the second one. Is he gonna be able to deal the damage needed? Excalibur gets caught there by the slot, gets pinned down. Going in, Pablo still doing damage. The Lotus up is there. Arke is afraid to use spells. MP, be careful. Don't get crit again. No MP. But never mind. Divine Rapier mid one here to save the day. The Lord pops the second cheese. Too many cheeses for mid one. He's trying to hold the line, but his team has let him down. Mid one's gonna fall, and that Rapier goes down. And I think Secret are gonna call it. Are they gonna call it? They still have that Rapier there. They're going for the throne. Oh, I think it is. It is really over. The Aegis is popped. Pablo goes in. He has the Rapier. He's going ham on that throne. He's losing his life. The amplified damage gets flexed though. The Eclipse. It over. Yep, they stun. No glyph. And the Shadow Fiend goes down again. Block just melts it today. Damn.
Orc has...
Right after that I said hi to Reddit. Damn it.
Yeah. Mjolnir, Echo Saber, BKB, and a Silver Edge. If you're not ambushing and getting kills immediately with that Silver Edge, you're not going to win a long drawn out fight. I'm not really sure net worth.
Turns out. And turns out Slock is not the OP that all the people in 3K are complaining about. So, all's good in the world.